Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get this game going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. Gives it to the back. Breaking tackles. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Glenn. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He flips it to the back across the middle.
Good job with the offensive line giving this quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds his target. He has the first. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
It's an option look. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Now here's the toss play. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And Indy Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Football comes out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And the running back takes the handoff. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. But he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To throw, it's Glenn. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Seminoles. It was a foot race and he won it. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Grab down the middle. It's Cross. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Jukes to get past a man. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Brings up second down.
Looking to pass this time. He's moving out of the pocket. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Back to pass. It's Glenn. It's a short completion to the tight end. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Looking to throw it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Noles. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Receiver makes the grab. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Or the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He's going to hand this off. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Multiple penalties. Now it's 1st and 25 for this offense. Dropping back. It's Glenn. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup.
for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And we're able to get him down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
3rd down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the Penn State offense will take over.
A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He's hit as he throws it. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? So contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, it's a fake direct snap trying to run for it. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He's out of bounds at the 37. Good enough for a 1st down.
A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40. The Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. He'll hand it off. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and